Have you ever thought about what you'll leave behind when you retire? We all want to provide for our children, but sometimes the best gifts aren't what we think they are. What if I told you that there are certain things you should never pass on to your children when you retire? Sounds a bit shocking, right? Well, it's true according to Buddhist wisdom. Some things might actually harm your loved ones more than help them. So, in this video, we're going to explore exactly what these things are and why you should never leave them behind for your children. Stick around till the end because what you learn here could change the way you view inheritance and the future of your family. When we think about retirement, we often imagine a peaceful life with less work, more time for ourselves, and the ability to pass on our wealth and wisdom to the next generation. But what if I told you that some of the things we want to give to our children could actually cause more harm than good? Buddhist teachings have a unique perspective on this, urging us to rethink what we leave behind. In this video, we'll dive deep into some of the important aspects of Buddhist wisdom that can help guide you on what you should never give your children when you retire. These insights are simple yet powerful, offering an alternative view on how to prepare for the future of your loved ones. One of the first things that many people consider giving their children when they retire is money. After all, we want them to have a comfortable life, right? However, Buddhism teaches us that wealth, when not approached with the right mindset, can be a source of suffering rather than happiness. Buddhist monks often speak of the middle path, the idea of balance and moderation. Extreme wealth can create a sense of dependency, entitlement, and attachment that prevents your children from developing their own independence and work ethic. If they are given too much without the tools to manage it, they may find themselves lost or overwhelmed, unable to find true happiness. The key point here is, don't pass on wealth that encourages laziness or dependency. Instead, focus on teaching them to be financially responsible and self-sufficient. This is the true gift you can give. Another thing you should never give your children when you retire is a mountain of expectations. Sometimes we might feel the pressure to pass on not just material wealth, but also our dreams, goals, and even unrealistic expectations for their future. Whether it's pushing them into a specific career path or wanting them to carry on a family business, this can lead to resentment or frustration. Buddhism teaches that each person must follow their own path and find their own purpose in life. By imposing your expectations on them, you deny them the freedom to pursue their own journey. The path to happiness is unique to each individual, and your children will only thrive if they are allowed to discover it themselves. Instead of giving them heavy expectations, offer them guidance and the freedom to explore their own passions. Teach them to be mindful, thoughtful, and aware of their own desires. This will allow them to create their own path, just as you have worked hard to create yours. We all carry emotional baggage, but when we retire, it's important to let go of the past. Unfortunately, many parents pass on emotional burdens to their children, either by sharing their own unresolved traumas or by expecting them to fix old family issues. In Buddhism, there's a deep understanding that attachment to the past, whether it's past pain, grudges, or even unrealistic expectations, can cause suffering and prevent growth. If you carry your emotional baggage into retirement and unload it onto your children, you risk chaining them to your unresolved issues. Instead of giving them your emotional baggage, try to release it and focus on healing and peace. Led by example, showing them how to let go of the past and embrace a life of mindfulness and inner peace. This will be one of the most powerful gifts you can give them: freedom from your emotional weight. As parents, we all want to protect our children from harm, but there's a point where this can become too much. Control and overprotection might come from a place of love, but in the long run, they can prevent your children from developing the confidence and resilience they need to face the world on their own. Buddhism teaches us about the importance of letting go of attachment and control, trusting that others are capable of handling their own challenges. When you retire, it's time to step back and let your children make their own decisions, even if you might disagree with them at times. Overprotecting them or trying to control their lives can lead to feelings of inadequacy, and they may struggle to take responsibility for their own choices. Instead of holding on to control, allow your children the freedom to grow, to learn from their own mistakes, and to find their own strength. This will help them build a sense of self-worth and independence, which is far more valuable than any material gift. Family conflicts are inevitable disagreements, misunderstandings, or simply drifting apart over the years. But what you should never do is pass on unresolved family conflicts to your children. Holding on to grudges or continuing to fight long after the issue has passed only leads to more pain and division. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of forgiveness and reconciliation. Holding on to anger or resentment not only harms you but also those around you. When you retire, it's a good time to put aside old disputes and heal your relationships. Don't pass on that old bitterness to your children by asking them to take sides or carry the weight of unresolved conflicts. Instead, choose to forgive. Let go of past disagreements and work toward healing your family. You'll not only find peace, but your children will inherit a legacy of love and unity rather than division and strife. Finally, one of the most important things that you should never give to your children is a lack of purpose or meaning. When you retire, it's easy to fall into a routine where life feels less purposeful. But this doesn't mean you should project that emptiness onto your children. Buddhism teaches us that true happiness comes from a sense of purpose, from living a life of mindfulness and connection to the world around us. If you've lost your sense of purpose, don't let that define the way you pass on your wisdom to your children. Instead, share with them the importance of living with intention. Encourage them to find their own passions, to live mindfully, and to create meaning in their lives. By doing this, you'll not only give them the gift of happiness, but also the tools to find true fulfillment no matter what challenges they face. So there you have it, 6 things you should never give to your children when you retire based on the wisdom of Buddhism. Material wealth, emotional baggage, unrealistic expectations, control, unresolved family conflicts, and a lack of purpose. These are the things that can hold them back and prevent them from living a fulfilled life. Instead of giving these things, focus on teaching your children how to be independent, emotionally strong, and mindful of their own path in life. Show them the value of love, forgiveness, and inner peace. That's the true legacy you want to leave behind. Remember, the greatest gift you can give your children isn't something you can hold in your hands. It's the wisdom and freedom to live their lives fully, without the burdens of your past or your expectations. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and share it with others who might benefit from these insights. Don't forget to subscribe for more content on mindfulness, wisdom, and personal growth. Take care, and may peace be with you. And may peace be with you.